All right, so today what you're doing is you're exploring with the pen tool real quick, and you're gonna play a game called the Bezier game. So these are Bezier curves are what the pen tool creates, and this game lets you practice them. So I just wanna show you real quick how the game works. So it starts out, you've got some controls across the top, and just the instructions, a game to help you master. And it's gonna start out saying, well, I want you to click here to start something and let it go. So it's got this little glowing dot. So if I click, it immediately tells me, oh, I have two nodes remaining. That means I have two anchor points or turn points. If I move, so it starts giving me this line, and I have to hit the next node. Now, in this case, the node is lined out for me. It draws the line, and you notice the line is perfect. Now, here's the thing. If I start to draw and I get off and I say click here, you'll notice the line goes a little bit of the way, then it stops. That's telling you that you're hitting the edge and it can't draw it correctly. So you have to get down here at the beginning, click. Okay, now it's telling you, well, hey, use the shift key to create these perfect straight lines. So if I click and hold down the shift key, now as I move my cursor around, it actually locks my line into 45 degrees. And I can go all the way around this little house shape and go from there. Now you start getting into the more advanced actions. This is building a circle. So click and drag. Okay. Click and drag. And you notice it still gives you these outline shapes to give you a sort of reminder of how far you should drag. And it's going to do that for the first few projects. Next stage, it talks about the Alt key that allows you to change the orientation. So you'll notice when I click and drag, my handles, the things that are sticking out, are attached to each other. They're straight. So I'm going to go there, match my curve. Now I'm going to press the Alt key on my keyboard. And now when I move, I'm only moving half. So one of the handles. I'm going to make that match. Come back down here, click and drag. Again, I'm matching this handle already. Hold the Alt key, come back up, let go, and click in. And it creates that. Now here's where it starts getting harder. You'll notice it gives you a starting point, but you no longer have any of the samples for telling you which direction to go, how long each of the stages should be, each of the nodes, or what direction they have to go. So for example, if I want to start here, maybe I'll click here and then I will try and come up here. So I have to draw that curve. I would have to press Alt, come on up. And let's say I do this, okay? And I click here. So it's made that line, but now if I want to go this way, it's real hard to get past that corner safely. So I have to be able to undo, and that's what Control Z is. So I can click or press Control Z, and it undoes my last move, so I can correct that. Okay, so this is sort of how you're going to work through these. You're going to use all of these pieces. See, I didn't get it quite right. And it is a learning experience. The whole point to this game is to practice with the pen tool, because the pen tool is by far the most powerful tool in any graphic design program. So you're going to work through this entire program up through the very last one. And at the very last one, it will give you a final score. It'll say some number of nodes to spare. And that's what you're going to turn in to Google Classroom, is a screenshot of that final score page. And there's an example of it in your instructions.